Alrighty, let's see. Hi, it's Kiki here today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you can see me. If you are here today, I can barely see anything. So hopefully this better today. But hi, thank you so much for joining me for another live. Can anyone put in the comments if they can hear me audibly? If things are clear enough, let me know. Can you see me? Let me know. I hope that things go smoothly with the audio. If you can remember yesterday, it was a bit of a hassle, but hopefully you can hear me today. And if you're new on my channel, hi, my name is Kiki. I run a fragrance a channel called My Fragrance Trail. Thank you so much, Didi. Hi to see you. Hi, Starburst. Thank you. So happy to see you again. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for looking at the one I posted yesterday. I think you sent a comment that you didn't see when I was live. I don't know what happened. But thank you so much. Oh, Starburst, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I worked on the background today and the camera. So hopefully we don't get the flub that we had yesterday with the lighting. But anyway, please feel free to share this link with anybody you know. I am going to be talking about my top 10 Lattafa fragrances today. I'm excited to let you guys know what they are. And it's generally Lattafa, not just tied to the season, but it's going to be Lattafa that you can wear any time of the year. All right. So, really excited for you to be here. So before we begin, I'm going to ask you a question. And my question is, how did you first discover Lattafa? Was it a blind buy? Did your friend recommend it to you? Please put in the comments um, how you got to know about Lattafa. Because today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 Lattafa recommendations for women. You can think of this as fragrances you can easily wear year round. You can wear during a particular season, but as long as you're a woman or you know a woman you want to get a fragrance for by Lattafa, I got you. Hey, Kipsnanya, thanks so much for being here. It was a YouTube live, Starburst. It was, but I don't know. I guess it's the platform I was using. Things got to be disrupted. So I'm guessing that's why it didn't pop up. How did you get to see today's? Did you get a notification about today's live? Let me know how you got to know. I don't know. I only went live and then it just came up. But anyway, like I said, if you were not here, this is what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about. Okay, so the top 10 Lattafa fragrances for women is what I will be sharing with you today. Please share this link. You can put it on your Instagram, you can put it on WhatsApp, whatever. Just get people in here because Lattafa is amazing and I love them. For the longest time, I have spoken about Lattafa. I think that they're such an incredible brand. I dare say that my journey within fragrances has changed since I've gotten to know Lattafa because the more you get to know about the brand, you realize that they're not a brand that settles for the norm. They make their own fragrances. I mean, some of their best fragrances are creations that they did in collaboration with master perfumers, including the king, Quantum Bish. If you know Quantum Bish, you know that he is amazing. And if you're not familiar with Quantum Bish, he's the creator behind the Lina Exclusive, Label, like literally all the Label perfumes, both on the masculine side and the feminine side. He's created fragrances like Good Girl, Very Good Girl for Carolina Herrera. He has a huge repertoire when it comes to his work. He created Hibiscus Mahajad or Hibiscus Mahajad. So he is literally a legend in the game and he's Lattafa. So just to clear the notion when people think Lattafa is all about dupes, not necessarily. So Didi said, I used Lattafa since Ragba hit in the US. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ragba had its moments. It took over the community and it just, became this big thing. Like if you did not have a Ragba, you were missing out. I did have my Ragba, but I decluttered it because for some reason it just didn't work for me. But yeah, Ragba is this sugary, woody fragrance, stunning. Thank you. Oh, Star Wars, you got a notification. Amazing. That's good. Keep Snoyan said, I believe my first Lattafa was Ajwad. Oh, that's amazing. All right. And since then, I've gravitated towards Lattafa as your go-to for affordable Middle Eastern fragrance house. Well, you have great taste, Keep Snoyan. So thanks for sharing. Okay, let's begin. Now, and if you're just joining here for the first time, my name is Kiki. This is my channel, my fragrance trail. It's made up of amazing fragrance lovers like myself. We come together, we're a small community. We interact with each other, we keep things respectful here, and we learn and grow, which is why I love spending time here on YouTube. I just started going live on YouTube. I think it's an opportunity for me to engage with my fellow fragrance lovers here as opposed to waiting for when I have to put up a video, and all of that. So just be sure that I will be doing this regularly. I'm always here at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Today was a bit late because I had to work around the cameras and all of that, but hopefully you get more notifications as we proceed. Now let's get into my top 10 Lattafa fragrances for women. And these are fragrances that you can wear year round. You don't have to wait for a season. All right. So I have my fragrances to the corner. So if you see me turn, it's because I want to pick them up. Now, I'm going to start off with one that is pretty new in my collection. This one, a lot of people haven't really talked about it. It was a discovery for me. And this is Nadira. Let me bring the bottle up close. You can see this is a stunning bottle. You cannot tell me that this is not a gorgeous work of art. This has like this bronze detail in here. Look at how the juice is gleaming in the light. And I love it. Plus, I love the name Nadira. I think it's absolutely stunning. Tell me if you've heard about Nadira in the comments. If you've heard about it, how did you come across it? Let me know, because this for me was a discovery. I was on my own, always searching for fragrances. And then I just was looking for something. I saw the name Nadira. I'm like, that's such a pretty name. Lattafa. I'm like, this is not even listed on Fragrantica. So I ordered it. And that's what I do with a lot of Lattafa fragrances. I comfortably blind buy Lattafa fragrances because I'm very comfortable with the DNA and how they make their fragrances. They use a lot of natural ingredients and materials when making their fragrances. So I ordered this and I was stunned at what I got with Nadira. Now, Nadira is a fragrance that brings in fruits and spices. You have like mango, you have strawberries, you have what else? I believe there is benzoin, which is a spicy note. It's a bit amber, it's a bit warm. Think of it as being within the family of frankincense, olibanum type of thing. So I got it and I can smell that in this fragrance. It is very prominent. But when I initially got this fragrance, it was more fruity to me, had a sweetness to it. The strawberry and the mango really shone. But the strawberry wasn't like that very sweet, ripe strawberry. It was more like it's at the cusp of being ripe. The mango too is not that fleshy, juicy mango. It's just ripe. And so the merger of those two are things I got. And as this has sat in my collection, it's become very rich, very opulent. It's an intense fragrance. Nadira is quite intense. And that's why it's my number 10 in my top 10 Lattafa fragrances for women, because it has that potency that is not intimidating. It's the fragrance that once you wear, people will notice you. You'll most likely get a compliment. This I'll recommend in a hot weather, even though I think this is a perfect 10 over 10 year-round fragrance. But if you want it to really shine through, you want to wear it in humid weather. But even in the cold season, you can still wear it, but it will not project as heavily as it would in like a warm temperature. You know what I mean? Now with Nadira, this, like I said, you get compliments. I get compliments anytime I wear it. It's quite strong. Now, I don't think this is necessarily a dupe. I've seen people comparing it on Fragrantica because it's now listed there. People have compared it to La Capitale. I completely disagree. I do have a decant of La Capitale. La Capitale is more like a sweet strawberry leather fragrance with some caramel. I believe there's also caramel in here. There's strawberry in here, but that's where it ends. This doesn't have leather. This is more spicy. It's strong. It's just a very rich scent. And I don't think it reminds me of La Capitale in any way, shape, or form. So this, I would think, also one of those original scents or something that maybe changed while it was being created. But yeah, this is gorgeous. Compliment magnet for sure. So if you like your spicy, fruity fragrances, you want to smell different, you want to get attention, and this lasts all day. I mean, Nadira will stay on your clothes, so you want to be very careful. And me, I'm very heavy-handed. I overspray all the time. But with Nadira, you want to be pretty careful. It's going to stay. People will notice you. It has such a huge fragrance trail. So yeah, Nadira is one that I love. All right, Keeps Noya says she heard about Nadira from me. That's amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I promised you a decant. I sent over your decants and I think I did not add Nadira. That's my fault. But I definitely would add it next time I'm sending stuff to you. Starbucks, this is what it is. It's called Nadira. I'm bringing it up close. It's my number 10 fragrance by Lattafa. Let me know if you can see it. I'm trying to bring it as close as I possibly can. I think it's such a beautiful bottle. You see the name Nadira right here. You can see the extent of where your juice is, which is what I love. I love transparent bottles. You can see how much you've used when it comes to the fragrance. I think it's a plus for me. So yeah, my number 10 fragrance by Lattafa that I recommend for women is Nadira. Let me know in the comments if you've heard about Nadira. If you're just joining the live, thank you so much for being here. My name is Kiki. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and also the notification bell so you will be informed whenever I upload a new video. And today's live is all about the amazing brand Lattafa, which I dare say changed the game for a lot of people, myself included, when it comes to affordable fragrances. Not just fragrance dupes, but also original fragrances that are created in collaboration with perfumers and at affordable price points. I think that is incredible and worthy of being recognized. Okay. All right. So that's my number 10, Nadira. Like I said, it's a spicy fragrance, absolutely gorgeous on women. My number 9, you probably picked it. My number 9 is this fragrance right here. It's called Lean. Lean. I'm going to bring it up close. You're going to see it lean. I love the design of this bottle. It has like an icy feel and look to it. And yeah, it's lean. Now, lean is for those who love the note of mango. It's a mango dominant fragrance. You cannot escape it. You cannot try to manipulate it. You have to love mango. But this is different because it is mango that is a bit spicy. It has such a sensual feel to it. Now, the thing about lean is, even though I recommend it for women, lean. Oh, hi, Lollipop. Thanks so much for joining. So lean, yeah, it's my number 9. Now, even though lean is, I would recommend it for women. Listen, if you're a lady and you have a man in your life, he can easily wear lean. This is a compliment beast. When I say, oh my gosh, there is something in the makeup of lean as a creation that makes people go gaga. Lean is loved by a lot of people. It's blended so beautifully. That sensuality is just what takes this to another level. And I know that there are a number of mango fragrances on the market. Lean smells like no other. Again, this is another fragrance that I want to call an original fragrance. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think lean is like a dupe of some of the popular mango fragrances we have, like God of Fire by Stefan Omba Luca. We have there's another one by Stefan Omba Luca. It skips my mind, but there are a number that people always think is what lean smells like. Absolutely not. Lean is its own creation. Lean is a fragrance that once you wear it, be prepared to have people notice you. People are going to ask you what you're wearing. That's how good lean is. All right. So yes, it is commanding and elegant. I absolutely agree with you, Keeps Nonya. Lynn is such a special fragrance. It is fresh. It has ginger in here. And there's something about ginger and fragrances. It brings that freshness, but it's still spicy at the same time. Lynn also has a unique note that I struggle with, but once it's blended well, it works out for me. And that's the note of osmanthus. Osmanthus has a sort of fleshy, creamy nuance when used in fragrances. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. But with lean, you get a full bloom when it comes to fragrance. You also have jasmine here. Jasmine is another sensual, opulent white floral. So when I say lean is special, believe me, it's not your typical fruity fragrance. It brings in mango as the dominant fruit. It brings in ginger. It brings in floral notes like jasmine and osmanthus. It is well blended. It's such an attractive, intoxicating fragrance. And I'll recommend it to anyone. It's my number 9 fragrance by Lattafa. And if you haven't seen it, this is what the bottle looks like up close. Lean. Now, this is such a potent scent. The first time I got it, I spritzed it on and I could not continue. I had to take off my jacket because of how strong it is. So you want to be careful while wearing lean. It's special, it's strong, But once you wear it as a woman, you will be noticed. It is such an incredible creation and special, special. So my number 9 Lattafa fragrances for women is Lean. And if you missed my video when I started, my number 10 is Nadira. It's a gorgeous strawberry mango fragrance. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Okay, so while we're here, I'm just going back. I think I need to just bring this forward so I don't keep turning. If you missed it, if you're just joining here, tell me, how did you first discover the brand Lattafa? Was it a blind buy? Did a friend recommend it? Did you just go and smell it inside to buy it? Let me know in the comments. All right, so my number 8 is my number 8 is actually a tie because I just couldn't decide. This is so hard for me to do. If you know me, you should know that I have a lot of Lattafa fragrances. Some are not even listed on Fragrantica. I can tell you that for a fact. But my number 8 is a tie, and it's two freshies, but they lean on two different cusps. So you get to understand what I'm talking about. Both of them are dupes, but they're very elegant fragrance dupes. I'm going to start this. All right, then, Starburst, I appreciate you at least for being here with me. So thank you so much. My number 8 is a tie, and it starts off with this called Emir. Emir is a fragrance by Lattafa. It is their take on Town and Country by Clive Christian. And if you know that fragrance, you know that it is such a sexy, fresh scent. I know I've been mentioning a lot of fresh scents right now, but trust me, the way they're blended, they're different from each other. Because you have this does not mean you can get the other. Anyway, my type for number 8 is lean. I'm sorry, it's Emir and another. I'll mention the other. But Emir right here is a fragrance that just makes you feel like you are sitting on a yacht in the middle of a secluded island, like you are of wealth. That is what Emir commands. And I love that. I want you to smell like that. Think of yourself as being a part of the 1% of the 1%. That is how Emir makes me feel. And it's a dupe. It's a dupe of Town and Country. And I smell Town and Country like maybe about in January or so. That's when I smelled this. And when I came across Amir, I couldn't believe how well Lattafa recreated that fragrance. Now, Amir is the fragrance that has the lemon, like I said, the freshies, it has bergamot. But what makes this such a sexy, powerful fragrance is that it has white tea and clary sage. Both notes together brings a warmth and coziness to the freshness. First Lady Lincoln, no, it's called Emir. This is it. Hopefully you can see what the bottle says. It says Emir, which is Emeer. Okay, and this is what the bottle looks like. So Emir is the freshie that has the tea notes. And oh my goodness, once you put this on as a woman, you smell like you have always lived the life of luxury. You're not doing too much. You're not trying to, impose your presence. You just smell really good. You live in a place where everything is all clean, luxurious, sophisticated, polished. That is the vibe of Emir by Lattafa. And again, it's a dupe. But once you smell the original, I promise you, you would now want to splurge over $300 when you can get Emir for less than $30. And this is potent. Now, I know that this is a top 10 Lattafa for women, but trust me when I say you can easily wear this even in cold weather. I believe I wore this last week and I got a compliment as I was stepping out of the elevator because this is such a like a feeling type of fragrance. Like it takes over the space that you're in. So you want to be mindful of this. Again, a fragrance for women that men can easily wear. So if you have a partner, you can easily get them Emir. I love this one so much. So it's a tie for me. Now, the reason I made this a tie is the next fragrance. Yes, Didi, it's the one that comes in a lighted box. Oh my goodness. I was blown away when I saw the packaging of Emir. Like once you open it up, it has lights. Are you kidding me right now? That is incredible. It has lights. I almost kept the box. I almost think I did I throw it away? I probably did. but the box is so cool. You open it up, you see the lights. But anyway, that's the one, Didi. Have I tried Pure Crystal by Lattafa? No, it's the new fragrance, right? I haven't. I haven't. I should probably buy it and let you all know what I think about the fragrance, but I haven't tried it. But that's a good one. A lot of people have spoken highly about Pure Crystal since it came out. I haven't tried it yet. Now the next oh no, yeah, thank you for sharing. It's Emir I was referring to. Now the next fragrance that is a tie again. This is an interesting one. It is Dynasty. Dynasty is a new release by Lattafa. It was released this year. I think maybe in the middle of the year, sometime around summer. And this is what the bottle looks like. This is another fragrance that exudes sophistication. Once you wear Dynasty, you smell so polished and refined. Like, there's some fragrances that you wear and people realize like this person is so classy. That is what you'll be or smell like when you're wearing Dynasty. And look at my dent. This one is not a beast of a fragrance, but once you wear it and people come around you, you create such a beautiful cloud around you. And this I recommend you wear to the office easily. If you work, you can wear this to the office. You definitely get compliments. It is not as intense as Emir. Both are two different fragrances, but the reason why it's a tie is both of them are tea fragrances that have some freshness to it. Emir is a bit more intense in its, excuse me, sorry. Emir is more intense in its freshness, but Dynasty is more heavy on the tea notes. Now, Dynasty is also a dupe of a Clive Christian fragrance. I believe it's called L Red Tea. That is what the fragrance is that Lattafa recreated with Dynasty. So again, another reason why it's a tie is both are Clive Christian originals that have been recreated here by Lattafa, freshies with the tea notes, and they're gorgeous. Hi, Carrie Bowman. Thank you so much for being here. Carrie Ann Bowman, thank you for being here from New York. I lived in New York for a long time, Lower East Side. So yeah, I rep the East Coast down to the T. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, my number 8 recommendations for Lattafa, top 10 for Lattafa. At number 8, I have Dynasty and Emir. I just couldn't decide on which, but just know that these are two fragrances for those who like freshies with some tea presence. You're going to get the white tea notes in both of them. They're two different fragrances, but I just couldn't decide. So both are part of my number 8 in my top 10 Lattafa fragrances for women. All right, so let's see what we have here. Carrie Ann, you're from Brooklyn. Yay, that's what's up. I love that. Amazing. Well, Brooklyn is in the house. Thanks for joining. Now, if you're just joining me here, I have a question for you. Now, if you had to pick one fragrance family, gourmand, floral, oud, which is your favorite to wear in winter or fall? Let me know in the comments. I know I've mentioned a lot of freshies here. I've mentioned tea-based notes here, but I'm wondering, I'm curious, what would you go for when it comes to your fragrance choice? Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So while we're at now, let's get to my number 7 fragrance for Lattafa for women that I'll recommend in a heartbeat. Can you guess what it is? Carrie Ann says she'll go for florals. Florals are always welcome. Florals are gorgeous. And if you're a woman, florals are perfect for you to own in your collection. So I agree with you. I think that's absolutely a perfect pick. Kips Noya says she'll go for fruity, floral, amber fragrances. Love, love, love it. Yes. Didi says amber's oud, dark, spicy, non-foodie gourmand. There we go, Didi. Yes, your picks are amazing. Those are great choices. Now, I love that we gravitate toward different things because the world of perfumery is so vast and wide, and we haven't even scratched the surface. And if you're not familiar, there are two reputable institutions that create notes and flavors for brands, companies, including Lattafa. And the two of them are just very prominent and well known. If you love fragrances like I do, you need to know about them. One of them is called Givaudan, and the other is called the IFF. IFF is International Flavors and Fragrances. I think that's what the FF stands for. But both of them are two bodies that creates notes. So I'm happy to see that we have different picks when it comes to our choices because they create things like amber. You could tell them you want to create a note that smells very specific, and they'll be able to create it for you as a company. So well done. Thanks for sharing. If you're just joining the live stream, thank you so much. Please do me the favor of hitting the subscribe button if you haven't, so we can become fragrance friends. I appreciate you so much. I'll be going live every day at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and I can't wait to see you more here on my channel. Now, let's get to the next fragrance by Lattafa in my top 10. At number 7, that's what we're at, 7, right? We have a fragrance that gets me so many compliments. It's incredulous. I'm blown away. I don't even know why this is number 7. I think it was a mistake. This is it. Noble Blush. This is a gorgeous fragrance that has stolen my heart. When I tell you, this is my 3rd bottle of Noble Blush. Please believe me. I have gone through this fragrance so much. It is such an incredible fragrance. Now, Noble Blush is a blend that makes me feel very sexy as a woman. And trust me, there are fragrances that when I wear, I'm like, take this off of me right now. I can't smell like this. But with Noble Blush, it's different. This is one fragrance that I've gotten compliments on from men, from women, from like, I went to a store. It's located in USC. Actually, I'll tell you the store. It's Sephora. I went into Sephora in USC. That is the University of South California here, Southern California. And as I was walking past, some people that I believe were students complimented me while I was wearing Noble Blush. That is to let you know, oh my gosh, my camera says no signal. I don't know why or what just happened. So I'm going to have to switch that up. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, the beauty of being live is that things happen. I hope you can see me now. But anyway, so I back to my story. So I was in USC and I walked past, and this group of people just complimented me. I was wearing Noble Blush. So this is what I'll recommend to you. Noble Blush, it's part of the Body Our Oud series. Noble Blush is a sweet rose fragrance with rose milk and sugar, and I'm obsessed with it. Now, if you love like the Lina Exclusive, but you think it's too spicy for you, imagine that recreated as Noble Blush, but this time there's the inclusion of the sweet rose milk. That is what makes Noble Blush such a stunning scent. Trust me on this one. You will get compliments while wearing Noble Blush. I have backup bottles of it. I cannot just not be without, be without Noble Blush. It's not possible. I always have to have this in rotation. And Noble Blush is one of those fragrances that once you wear it, oh my goodness, it follows you everywhere. I always go back to the first time I tried Noble Blush, and I left the room someone who I'm friends with in the building was like, Kiki, I know you were in this room. What are you wearing? What did you have on? It was Noble Blush. And so I recommend this in a heartbeat. This is such a pretty fragrance. Imagine sugared rose petals with sweet rose milk, vanilla blended together. It's delicious, but in that grown and sexy type of way. And that's why I would always recommend Noble Blush. So this is my number 7. It's a beast mode scent. Noble Blush is my favorite fragrance from the Badia Oud series that Lattafa has. So this is it right here. I am obsessed with this creation. Do not sleep on it. I love, love, love it so much. So let me see what the, wait, hold on a second. Mud and Snitch, what did you do? Just gave you an, did you say this? Oh my goodness, thank you. I appreciate you so much. I'm just noticing that right now. What is going on? Ariana, what are you doing here? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That is my appreciation of my dear Moon and Snitch, who sent me some. Thank you so much. You all are amazing. See why I said this is a beautiful family of people. We're here, and apparently, I'm being sent money to buy another bottle of Noble Blush. That is so funny. Anyway, my number 7 recommendation by Lattafa, or for Lattafa, my top 10 is Noble Blush. I hope my camera can capture this gorgeousness. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so tell me if you're just joining. This is a live stream on my channel, My Fragrance Trail, where I talk about all things fragrances. I love to highlight the best fragrances here. And I think Lattafa is a brand that needs to be recognized for their creativity, for being one of the groundbreaking brands that created scents or made fragrances accessible to a lot of people like myself at affordable price points. Lattafa has been in existence for decades right now, and I'm loving the love that they're receiving. So I've shared my top 7 fragrances by Lattafa. If you missed it, you got to rewatch this live when it's uploaded. But I've shared about 5 fragrances so far. Now let's get to the 6 left. All right, my top 6 of the top 10 Lattafa for women. Do you want to know my top 6? Well, for those who love the note of rose, you're going to adore this one completely. This is Scarlet. Scarlet, this is part of the Anna Abiet collection. Can you see my dents? I have been drinking this baby up right here. Like, I love, love, love Scarlet so much. Scarlet is a sexy rose fragrance. It is spicy. It is like a femme fatale in a bottle. If you're a woman and you're looking for a fragrance to wear to get your partner's attention, you want to wear Scarlet. Scarlet is your Nigerian ginger mixed with saffron and dark cherries together. You have such a sexy, sensual, evocative type of fragrance. It has an intoxicating quality in it, even though there is no boozy note. This is a fragrance that drives men wild. I know some people don't care about that, but there are some people who want to know what is the fragrance that will get a man's attention. It is Scarlet for me. Trust me on this one. And this is the fragrance I recommend you wear at nighttime, because wearing it during the day, it might be too much. But if you're going out on a date, you're going out with your friends, or you want to spend time with your partner, wear Scarlet. It is so sexy. Exactly. Carrie Ann says, she has Scarlet. I love it. Tell me how you think Scarlet is. Like, what are your thoughts about it? I think it's a gorgeous fragrance. Keeps Noya says she also has Scarlet. There we go. Scarlet is a beautiful scent. Now, if you're not aware, Scarlet is Lattafa's take on Fetiche La Rose by Christian Louboutin. Christian Louboutin created a series of fragrances in collaboration with perfumers like Quantum Biche. He's the nose and brains behind Fetiche La Rose. It went viral this year, and Lattafa created to the T, down to this exact dry down, is of Fetiche La Rose. You're getting that in Scarlet here. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Do not miss this one. It is so sexy and it lasts for ages. It is so good. And it's my number 6 recommendation for women for Lattafa. You can wear this year round. And if you did not see it, this is the bottle. It's Scarlet, Anna Abiet Scarlet. It is part of the Anna Abiet series that Lattafa has, and I love it so very much. Thank you so much, Modern Stitch. I am stunned. I can't believe it. Like, I'm just appreciative of you. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now I've shared with my top 6. Now we're about to hit the top 5. But before I get to my top 5 fragrances for Lattafa, I'm going to share a hidden gem a lot of people don't know that Lattafa has. Now, who knows Pink Sugar by Aquilina here? Has anyone tried that fragrance? If you have, let me know in the comments. And I'm getting somewhere by asking you this question. Who has tried Fetiche La Rose? Have you tried Fetiche La Rose? Let me know. I'm sorry, why am I saying Fetiche La Rose? Oh my goodness. Who has tried Pink Sugar by Aquilina? If you haven't, Pink Sugar is the sweet, girly, feminine fragrance. A word on the street is that that is the fragrance for the girlies who love to dance, if you know what I mean. So it is a top fragrance and it's so affordable. Why am I telling you about this? Well, Lattafa has their take and it's called Kurafi. This is a hidden gem. I almost want to think it's discontinued. And I have this baby right here. This is so sexy. This is Pink Sugar to the T. I thought to share this because it's not in my top 10, but if I was to recommend a fragrance, I would definitely say get this if you love the Pink Sugar Aquilina fragrance. It is beautiful. It is a creation by Lattafa. Lattafa has so many hidden gems. If you want me to make a video, like a curated video of hidden gems by Lattafa, I can make that for you. I mean, fragrances you will not even see on Fragrantica. Fragrances that the brand hasn't even posted about, I can provide them for you because I love Lattafa so much. And people think that I wait for PR from Lattafa. No. In fact, I will tell you that maybe 80% of fragrances I'm sharing I bought with my money. So just know that I love Lattafa down. So that's it. So this is Karafi. If you love Pink Sugar, this is an elevated take on it, but it is Pink Sugar. And I thought to share. It's not in my top 10, but I wanted to bring a hidden gem to you. Okay, now let's get to my top 5 of my top 10 fragrances by Lattafa for women. Bear in mind, these are scents you can easily wear year round. It doesn't have to be tied to a season or weather. Okay, all right. So my number 5 fragrance by Lattafa. Oh, color me obsessed. Fire and Ice. Fire on Ice is my number 5 fragrance by Lattafa. This is all shades of deliciousness. It is all shades of booziness. It is all shades of perfection. Trust me, Fire and Ice is a fragrance you need in your collection. You know why? If you love Angel Share, if you love everything that is sweet, like apple pie, caramel, delicious, beast mode, will get you noticed, to get you compliments, you want to get your hands on Fire and Ice. Trust me. Now, it's not just another Angel Share flanker. After all, we have dupes of Angel Share. This is Angel Share Paradis. And to me, that is the best Angel Share flanker. Lattafa recreated that in Fire and Ice. So Fire and Ice is Lattafa's take on Angel Share Paradis. When I tell you, spot on, believe me. First off, I love the bottle. You can see it. There is an ice cube in here, which I think is pretty neat. So you can see the ice cube here and then the juice. Love, love, love this one. Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you a quick story here. Every single fragrance I'm sharing with you today, my top 10, take it from me, is a compliment magnet. Every single fragrance I'm sharing with you today will last like hours. If you overspray, even more. Every single fragrance I'm sharing here is of great quality. When I say trust me, trust me. And Fire and Ice, again, is on this list. Compliment magnet, beast mode, gets you compliments. It is so well done. It has that great quality presence. You know how there's some scents that when you wear them, you sneeze. Like it's almost too much to take, not Fire and Ice. I always have this story. It's an anecdote that I love to share where I went to this store and literally everyone was complimenting. What am I wearing? They actually thought someone who's familiar with Angel Share Paradis thought I was wearing that fragrance, but I told them it's Fire and Ice. And in my presence, 2 people bought this fragrance. That is how good it is. It's so like, it's one of my favorite Lattafa inspired fragrances released this year. Fire and Ice, number 5. It's so good. Sexy fragrance, sweet fragrance, potent fragrance, long lasting. If you don't know what it's like, think of it as your sweet, freshly baked apple pie infused with boozy notes like cognac, And then there's the infusion of raspberry. Raspberry is a note that I have come to love. Raspberry is fleshy, it's thick, it's rich, but in the dry down, it starts smelling a bit rosy, like red roses, red rose petals. That's what you're getting there. Imagine the combination of all of those in a fragrance. That's what you're getting in Fire and Ice. It's so good. Hey, Grace Knight, my darling. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm seeing the compliments and the compliments on fragrances, not me. The compliments on fragrances. Scarlett is great, absolutely. Have you tried Niche Emirati Illusion yet? Oh, I haven't. What is that about? You can tell me. I have never tried that, but I'm now curious about it. Yes, Karafi is discontinued, and it breaks my heart because it's such a great fragrance. If you're just joining, I introduce people to Karafi. It's by Lattafa. Now, this is Lattafa's take on pink sugar, and in my opinion, this is an elevated take on pink sugar. Think of it as brown sugar in place of the regular white sugar that was probably used in pink sugar. That's what you're getting in Karafi, and it smells so good. It lasts all day. So it's so sad it's discontinued. If I can find a link where it's still listed on, I will share it in the comments. Um, Abdul Qayyum says, I hate people that overspray. We don't use the word hate here, Abdul Qayyum. I understand what you're saying, but I hope you mean you just don't like it. We don't use the word hate here. We try to accommodate everybody. All right. Peace and love, Abdul Qayyum. Thank you so much for joining. Grace Knight, I appreciate you, my sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining, my love. All right. So, and the thing about Lattafa fragrances, at least in my experience, fragrances I've bought, I haven't had to keep them to age for them to perform. It's okay, Abdukayam. We're one big family here. We love each other. So appreciate you at least for being here. Okay. It's all love, it's all peace and fun here. All right. Okay. So that's my number 5, Fahrenheit. If you're just joining, it's a great fragrance I recommend for women. Check it out. Even men can wear it. That's the good thing about Fire and Ice. Love, love, love it. Now, let's get to my number 4 of my top 10 fragrances I recommend for women by Lattafa. Yes, right, Grace, exactly. With Lattafa fragrances, they last long. They're perfectly unisex in my opinion, but I mean, there are times where you know it's for women, but they're really good. You're getting great quality with Lattafa fragrances. I can vouch for that. That's the thing I love about Lattafa. So if you're wondering, if you're asking, what is it about Lattafa? I love the fact that you can easily wear their fragrances and you don't have to wait for them to age or get stronger, at least for the ones I have bought. Let's get to my top 4. Um, so I'm just going to get this 1 second, and please communicate with each other in the chat. I'm going to ask you another question. For my number 1 pick, what is your best guess for which Lattafa scent it is? Tell me what you think my number 1 fragrance is. If you're on the live, if you're in the chat, tell me what you think my number 1 Lattafa fragrance is. I can't wait to read your thoughts. So let's see what you think my number 1 Lattafa fragrance is. Okay. Kiss Naya says artisan ethnic. Well, we'll find out. Let me see. Grace Knight, what do you think my number 1 fragrance is? What do you think? Abdul Qayyum, what do you think my number 1 fragrance is? Who else am I seeing here? Lady Sunny, what do you think my number 1 fragrance is? Didi, I want to know. What do you all think my number 1 fragrance for Lattafa is? While we're getting, let me go to my number 4. My number 4 is a fragrance that has stolen the heart of so many people, and rightfully so. My number 4 fragrance I recommend for women by Lattafa is Angam. Look at it right here. This is my 4th bottle of Angam, and I'm not shy about it. I am Team Angam all day, every day. Kisnoya says teriyaki. Grace Knight says Victoria. I drank teriyaki last year. I'm not even denying that at all. I drank up that baby like I took over teriyaki. I was team teriyaki. But then, you know, I decided to switch the flow. So you never know what my top number one fragrance would be. But anyway, my number four Lattafa fragrance for women I recommend is Angam. Angam means music in Arabic, and fitting that the bottle has music bars on it. But I love how the color of this fragrance has changed over time. If you're not familiar, Angam is your sweet lavender vanilla fragrance. It is so rich. Think of it as freshly baked lavender vanilla cookies. That is the only way I can describe it. And to me, that's the perfect description of this fragrance. It is sweet, perfectly blended. It has its spiciness from the lavender and ginger. The sweetness comes from the vanilla. And I almost want to think that there is sugar in Angam, even though it's not listed as a note, well blended. I almost want to say that this has been one of Lattafa's best sellers of 2025, even 2024, which I think is when it was released. Angam is a gorgeous scent. Angam is Lattafa's take on Goddess by Burberry, which is a gorgeous fragrance. But in my opinion, if you had the money, I would recommend you get this instead. Longer lasting. It has the beautiful quality to it. Smells incredible. Compliment magnet for sure. And that's why it's my number four fragrance I recommend for women or Lattafa. You can wear this anywhere. You can wear this to the office. You can wear this for date night. You can wear it hanging out with your friends. A beautiful scent that works in any weather is Angam by Lattafa. And it's my number four fragrance by Lattafa for women. I love it so much. So good. So good. A lot of brands have tried to recreate Goddess, but to me, this is the best take on it. I know, right, Grace Knight? Like, sweetheart, I love this fragrance so much. I had to hold myself back because Angam is a fragrance you can wear easily on its own. You can layer it with other fragrances, put it as a layering combo. It works so well. Such a good fragrance, Angam. And it's my number four fragrance for women. I recommend in a heartbeat. And women love this on me. Men love this on me. Beautiful, beautiful scent. If you want to make a great first impression as a woman to anybody, be it for an interview, be it to meet your in-laws, if you're going out on a date, if you want to hang out with your friends you haven't seen in a long time, wear Angam. And thank you later. Seriously, it's a stunner. And it's my number four fragrance I recommend for women. All right, we're getting to the big boys. We're getting to the lovelies. And we are about to reveal my top three Lattafa for women. My top three Lattafa for women. I can't believe we're getting here. Let's give a round of applause. This is such a great list. My top three, in my opinion. Before I get to my top three, the fragrance I want to highlight is this right here. And it is called Banoffee. Banoffee did not make it to my top 10. Banoffee is worth highlighting. If you love banana, if you love your banana fragrances, you're thinking of a sweet, yummy banana fragrance. It's creamy. It smells like a Laffy Taffy, but in this time it's molded in the form of an ice cream. You want to get Banoffee by Lattafa. Absolute deliciousness is what you're getting in this scent. It is finger licking good. This will have you smelling like a snack. A delicious, sexy snack is what Banoffee will have you smelling like. Believe me, it is so good and it lasts literally all day. You don't have to overspray. Banoffee is an original creation by Lattafa. It is part of their recent release. It was on the Give Me Gourmand line that came out, I believe, in October. Was it October? Either September or October was when it came out. And Banoffee is her. Banoffee is delicious. Banoffee has creaminess to it. It has a sweetness to it. Like I said, to me, this is like a banana Laffy Taffy merged with ice cream. So you can imagine how delicious that is. That is what you're getting here. Now, I love to layer Banoffee with Pistache, which is also a fragrance by Lattafa. And oh my gosh, this is the one that when you wear it, you will be broken into pieces. You didn't hear me say anything. But this is a delicious fragrance. Wear with caution. Wear Banoffee with caution. Trust me, it's not in my top 10, but it's so good. See, Kips Maya says, I haven't been able to put down Banoffee since she got it on Friday. There we go. Like this is a fragrance that is what experiencing. It doesn't smell like any fragrance I have in my collection. And banana is a very tricky one to do when it comes to fragrances. If it's not done right, it smells very artificial and synthetic. No Banoffee. Banoffee is well crafted, beautiful, creamy, sweet. Oh, I wish you could smell it right now. And it lasts all day. You're getting your money's worth with Banoffee. All the fragrances I'm going to share today, I will list in the description of this video once it's uploaded right now on YouTube so you can get it. I also have a code if you don't mind using, and that will help you save some money. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning, I have bought about 80% of the fragrances I'm listing here because for me with Lattafa, I'm very comfortable blind buying their fragrances. I already understand their DNA, so I know I'm getting my money's worth. Banoffee is her. Banoffee is a beautiful fragrance. Banoffee smells like nothing on the market, and Banoffee is an original creation by Lattafa. A sweet banana Laffy Taffy ice cream type fragrance is what you're getting here. And it's a recommendation. It's not in my top 10, but I thought to share it with you. For my top 10, I did not include new fragrances because I want it to be scents that I have explored in different seasons for the most part. So that's how my top 10 is made up of. If I wanted to just throw in new fragrances that have been barely 2, 3 months, I would. The only one that is really new, relatively new here is Scarlet. But I was able to get it towards the end of summer, and I've seen it in cold weather, like here in LA, and it works perfectly for me. All right, let's get to my top three. If you're just joining, tell me what you think my number one fragrance will be by Lattafa. I can't wait to hear and read from you. Okay, while we're getting to it, I have a controversial question. What Lattafa fragrance do you think is completely overrated and why? As always, let's have a respectful discussion. Put in the comments what Lattafa fragrance you think is overrated. Yeah, let me know in the comments. While I get to my top three Lattafa fragrances that I recommend to women, perfect for year-round. But let me know, do you think any Lattafa fragrance is is overrated? Do you think any Lattafa fragrance is overrated? If you do, let me know in the comments. One of my favorite things about Lattafa is that, well, they are open to critique and feedback. I remember one of my videos I did about Lattafa maybe 2, 3 years ago on Instagram. And I couldn't believe it, but I did, and they were welcoming of the feedback, and that's when you know a brand is intentional about their creations when they're open to receiving critique. I think that just speaks highly about the brand. But anyway, let me know which Lattafa fragrance you think is overrated, and I'm about to tell you what is made my top three fragrances are, or what makes up my top three fragrances by Lattafa. Okay, are we ready to know my top three Lattafa fragrances? Let me know. But before you do, Modern Stitch says Eclair is overrated. I can see that. I can see that. Eclair, and that's why I will tell you wholeheartedly it's not going to be a part of my top 10. I think that it is a fragrance that it served its purpose at the time it was released. Eclair served its purpose at the time it was released because we, at least I know a lot of people, myself included, were looking for a great alternative to Bianco Latte. And Eclair came and it delivered hands down. Performance was synonymous to what you're getting, Bianco Latte, like the smell similar. But over time, I have actually gotten over Bianco Latte and the trend. And so right now, when I see people gagging over it, I'm like, they're better Lattafa fragrance that I can easily recommend to you in a heartbeat. So I'm with you, Modern Stitch. But let me know what else or your reason why you think it's overrated. Let me know in the comments. Okay, my top three Lattafa fragrances. Are we ready? Are we ready? Well, we're about to begin. I don't know why I'm playing with this sound, but my top three Lattafa. At number three is a fragrance that is beautiful. The fragrance that performs even better than the fragrance it's duping. It's called Peace and Love. This right here is my number three fragrance by Lattafa. I cannot believe how good this fragrance is. This is one that is smelling like a wealthy woman. It has you smelling like you came from old money. You have known wealth all your life. You have everything that is about elegance and poise. Like you are so beautiful. That is peace and love. Peace and love is a fresh floral fragrance. The freshness comes from bergamot. It's quite dominant in this scent, especially at the opening. You have rose showing up beautifully here, and then you have black currant. Now you see how these three notes are wide and apart. They come together to have create a very unique blend of a fragrance, and that's what you're getting in peace and love. This is a scent that announces you before you step into a room. Where peace and love and heads will turn towards you, literally. Peace and love is a unique fragrance. It just has you smelling powerful. It is gorgeous. Now, peace and love is Lattafa's take on Driven Notice Soy Malaki. I have a full bottle of that scent, so I can easily tell you the similarities are literally the same. I mean, when I initially got this fragrance, which is surprising, I did not enjoy it. But as I got to explore it more and more, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is soy malaki. Like, you have to understand soy malaki. Then there is a nuttiness in this scent from hazelnut, which gives it that character and body. So the hazelnut with the warmth, the creaminess wraps up the other notes I said, and together you have a fragrance that is magical. Like, it's so good. Wear peace and love to the office, you will get a promotion. No, seriously, it's one of those fragrances that it's just good. It, it's just take it from me. It's a special scent. That's the best way. I'm tired of fawning over it, but you got to experience peace and love. Keith Daniel said peace and love is gorgeous. Absolutely. More than C says it's amazing and essential. Exactly. That we see. I love it when you share your own feedback on fragrances. I'm mentioning here. I haven't even spoken to you all about it. Exactly. Modesty says peace and love is amazing and the central is out of this world. 100% agree with you, my love. Like peace and love, if you haven't tried it yet, you're missing out. This is a floral fragrance that stands the test of time. I would say Peace and Love can go toe to toe with the Lena Exclusive or any dupe on the market. Like it's in that category of a special floral fragrance. It's so good. Keith Naya said, it took me 2 weeks to love it, but I'm glad it became a love. I'm with you, my love. Like it's also a fragrance that I did not gel with when I got it. But that's why sometimes patience is key with these fragrances. Oftentimes people get, tired when they get a scent and it doesn't really smell like what they expected it to smell like, and that's understandable. But I would say sometimes you have to give fragrances time. I'm not talking about quality, I'm just talking about smell. If you get a fragrance and you don't like the quality, it's the fragrance. But if you have a fragrance and it doesn't smell like what you expected it, give it time, 2 weeks, a month, and hopefully it turns. But this is it. It's such a great fragrance. Kisanya said, I just might wear it on Thanksgiving later with Noble Blush. Girl, are you about to get all the room members to turn towards you? Are you about to get their attention? Yes, you are going to own the room if you wear Peace and Love layered with a Noble Blush. That is a stunning combo. Great job, my love. Wear it. I can't wait to hear your feedback on how that turns out. But yeah, Peace and Love is my number 3 fragrance for women. Perfect for year round. It is so good. I wore this on a flight back to LA, and 2 people complimented me. I walked past the person, and the guy I was sitting next to as well complimented me on Peace and Love. See, this is well done, well crafted. Okay, says lost signal. I don't know what is happening, so let's do this again. Just fun. We're having such a good time here, and then the camera just keeps acting up. I know, right? My camera is acting up. No worries. That's the beauty of being live. I've been trained to work under pressure, so that's good. But anyway, so let's get to, like I said, Peace and Love is my number 3 fragrance. If you're just joining, by Lattafa, is all shades of good. All right, it's a gorgeous scent. Number 3 fragrance by Lattafa, I recommend in a heart. Okay, We're about to reveal my top two Lattafa fragrances for women. Let me know what you think is part of my top two Lattafa fragrances for women. I almost think that people will not be able to know my top two Lattafa fragrances for women. But before I get to it, what Lattafa fragrance do you think is completely underrated? Look at me spelling underrated the wrong way. What Lattafa fragrance do you think is underrated and why? Is there a Lattafa fragrance you think is underrated? Let me know. I just want to hear from you. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think that Artisan Ethnic by Lattafa is severely underrated. It deserves more hype. This is a fragrance that deserves more hype because it is one of Lattafa's best dupes ever. Artisan Ethnique is a delicious, boozy fragrance. If you want to smell like a walking dessert, this is the fragrance for you. Artisan Ethnique is so good. This is your sweet dark chocolate. It has sweet caramel. There is obviously caramel is sweet. You have your sugar. You have like vanilla. You have cacao blended together. You are smelling good enough to eat. You smell decadent. It is mouth watering. That is Artisan Ethnic. Now, Artisan Ethnic is Latafa's take on Born to Stand Out Sugar Addict. This is Addict Rebottled. This is Sugar Addict Rebottled. That's very, very serious. Like, if you've known that fragrance or heard about it, you really want to get your hands on it, this is it. You don't need to spend your money. Get Artisan Ethnic. And I think it's a severely underrated fragrance by Lattafa. More people need to know about Artisan Ethnic, okay? So I think to me that is an underrated fragrance by Lattafa. If you're looking for a sweet scent, especially for fall, this is one for you. Artisan Ethnic is also a fragrance that is perfectly unisex. You can wear this if you're a man or a woman, it works so well. So this is it. Artisan Ethnic, severely underrated by Lattafa. Gorgeous, beast mode, long-lasting gourmand fragrance, a grown and sexy gourmand fragrance. And it's one of Lattafa's best dupes because once you smell this, there's no point getting the original fragrance. Like how good it is, I don't know how Lattafa was able to recreate this. So to me, this is one of Lattafa's most underrated scents. It came out, I believe, last year. Compliment Magnet for sure. Compliment Beast is what this is. It will stay on you. Okay, now let's get to my top two Lattafa fragrances. I'm actually shocked at what I'm about to tell you is my number two scent. But before I reveal that, I'm going to ask you this question one more time. For my number one pick, what is your best guess of what my number one Lattafa fragrance is for women? Now, my number one, or rather, my number two Lattafa fragrance for women is right here. Teriac. Teriac, my baby girl, is my number two Lattafa fragrance for women. I can't even believe that it's my number two, but here it is. This fragrance has been with me through different seasons, and I would forever rock with Teriac. I have multiple bottles of Teriac. I've gone through, this is my fifth bottle. Yes, my number five bottle of Teriac. I'm in love with it. I think it's such a stunning scent. It has such a massive trail. When I'm telling you, people will run after you. This is the fragrance because people literally chased me to get the name of this scent. I will not forget a couple came after me to get the name of the scent, and I got it for them. The name of the scent I shared with them immediately. So yeah, Teriac is her. It's my number two scent. It's an original creation. This is, I believe, Lattafa's first collaboration with master perfumer Quantum Beach. The name behind Hibiscus Mahaja, Delina Exclusive, La Belle Le Parfum, Fetiche La Rose, Quantum Beach. He worked with Lattafa to create this, which I think is a masterpiece. Think of Teriac as a blend of honey and apricot. Apricot is a sweet, fruity fragrance note that has a lactonic nuance to it. So you have the honey, the apricot, I believe there's some vanilla in here and caramel, but together you have a blend that is so luscious, but at the same time, it has something exotic in it that just is addictive. I would also note that it has bitter almonds, and I think that sort of minimizes how intensely sweet Terra could have been. So you just have to know that the bitter almond peaks in and shows up while wearing this fragrance. There's some leather in here as well. I think it's such a special, unique scent. It's a masterpiece, as I would say. I know some people cannot stand this scent, and it's totally understandable. Like I said in my stream yesterday, because I love a fragrance does not mean you have to love it. I always tell people to try to test out their scents. But I know for a fact that this is one that I love. I love the way it smells on me. It compliments whenever I wear it. I love the trail it leaves behind me. People notice I was in space when I wear it. People have asked me about it. People have followed me to get the name of it. I can think highly about the scent because I love it so much. Like I said, this is my number 5 bottle. I ran through Teriyaki last year. Like I was going through bottles of this scent because of how good it is. So my number 2 recommendation for women by Lattafa is Teriyaki. I stand beside it. I'm gonna stand with it. Yeah, Teriyaki is my girl forever and ever. So if you're looking for a gorgeous statement piece for a scent, you have to get your nose on Teriyaki. I'll tell you, when I initially got Teriyaki, it smelled a bit to me like La Belle Le Parfum, and that is what I got, right? And I said that in my review originally about Teriyaki, but as it sat with me, it turned and became this very special, gigantic beauty. And when I mean gigantic, is like it just takes over the space whenever I spray it. It morphs into something just opulent and rich and powerful and beautiful at the same time. I can imagine teriyaki to be a beautiful wedding scent. As a bride, you can wear this for like your first dance, or you're going to the altar, or just something celebratory. When you wear teriyaki, you will smell better than a lot of people. I would say almost everyone in that room because of how good it is. Okay. So teriyaki is my number 2 fragrance by Lattafa that I recommend for women. Kisnaya says, what? No way. So she's saying, what would my number 1 could be Victoria Teriyaki Intense Camera Kawa. We'll see. My number 1 fragrance for Lattafa I'm about to reveal to you. But before I do, I want to highlight one thing people keep missing when it comes to Lattafa. I am not the biggest fan of perfume oils, but one perfume oil I have bought over and over and over again, and I will always buy, is Maita. This is Maita. It's an oil by Lattafa, and this is my third bottle. It is so good. This is it. Once you twist it open, it comes in this way, and you can just take it and rub it on your body. It smells so good. It stays all day, and this is Maita. It's one of my favorite perfume oils. Lattafa has so many perfume oils, but this is one of my favorites. It's Maita. Now with Maita, it smells like Escape Gourmand by Mesa Mataha, and that is your sugared vanilla fragrance. Brown sugar, vanilla musk together is Escape Gourmand, and that's what you're getting here by Lattafa. Now, I'm mentioning this because every single fragrance I've listed here, except the freshies, every other fragrance I've listed here, I put on Maita on my skin first before I spray them on. And trust me, it stays. Your fragrance will stick to your skin when you put on this perfume oil, Maita. So if you're looking for a way for a fragrance to last long, get your perfume oil, specifically Maita. It is so good. And if you're looking for how to get it, you can get it directly from the Lattafa website. I'll put the link to this oil and every single fragrance I've mentioned here. For the fragrances on the list, the recommendations and whatnot, I'll put them in the description so you can locate them. I also have a code. If you want to use it, you don't have to, so you can save big. I shared at the beginning of this live stream that 80% of the fragrances here I bought with my money because I love Lattafa as a brand. I don't have to wait to get PR before I get a Lattafa fragrance. That's how good it is. I love them. Okay. So yeah. But this is Maita. It's a perfume oil that I swear by. It lasts. It outlasts a lot of perfume oils on the market. It is so good. If you love sweet, sugary perfume oils, you want to smell good enough to eat, this is it. It is Maita by Lattafa. And I love to wear it with my fragrances. All right, we're about to get to my number 1 fragrance for women by Lattafa. I can't believe we made it this far, and I appreciate you all being here. Now, my number 1 fragrance by Lattafa for women, the big reveal is here. And this is a fragrance that I want you to understand that it is worth mentioning here. Okay. I know a lot of people will be like, why are you mentioning this? But this is it. Teriyaki Intense is there is no other fragrance that can beat the sexiness, the intensity, the power, the quality that you're getting in Teriyaki Intense. Oh, addictive is the word to describe Teriyaki Intense. Intoxicating is the word to describe Teriyaki Intense. There is something pleasurable about this fragrance in the air once you wear it. Imagine you put on your dress, you're about to go out. You put on your dress and you spray this on. The road will part for you. Like people will make way for you to walk past. Doors are going to open up for you while we're in Teriyaki Intense. I am not even joking with you. You are commanding attention as a woman while we're in Teriyaki Intense. Be ready for heads to turn towards you. Be ready for people to just want to come make conversation with you. Be ready for people to ask you, what are you wearing? Because you smell so good. You know that sometimes some people are like, what are you wearing? And it's in a snarky way. Tarek and says, people say, what are you wearing? Because you smell incredible. This is it. And once you wear Tarek Intense, people will note like the trail on this scent is amazing. It is potent. Spray with caution. I was in Nigeria last year and a bottle broke. And my two gorgeous friends, actually three of them, they're incredible. I don't know if I should mention their names, but three incredible fragrance sisters of mine came together and made sure I got bottles of this scent because they knew how much I loved it. They're here. I'm going to mention their names because they deserve it. Kips Nanya gave me a bottle of teriyaki while I was in Nigeria because she knew how much I loved it. OJ, the aromatic doctor, gave me a bottle, as well as my gorgeous, lovely Alali Pop here as well, because this, they knew how good it is. And they knew, like, I was heartbroken. My bottle broke in Nigeria, and there was no way I could get it. And this was a fragrance that just made me so happy. So, ladies, if you want several things, a fragrance worth every single penny, a fragrance that will have you smelling better than every other person in the room, a fragrance that will last all day, a fragrance that will command attention, a fragrance that will leave such a massive fragrance trail, a fragrance that is just well crafted, and most importantly, an original fragrance, not a dupe, created to perfection, then this is the one for you. Teriyaki Intense by Lattafa. It was also created by master perfumer Quantum Bish for Lattafa. He poured his heart and soul into this. I love, love, love Teriyaki Intense. There is no other fragrance by Lattafa that can beat the power, the strength, the performance, the smell of Teriyaki Intense. Now, Teriyaki Intense, if you're not familiar with it, is a blend of plum liqueur. Think of it as rich, thick, juicy plum blended in with some rum, and together you have the plum liqueur, and you then mix that with spices like cinnamon, and then you bring in saffron, which is one of my favorite floral notes because it blends in some spiciness as well as that fresh floral nuance. Together, you have a fragrance that is a commanding, you know, sort of enigmatic type of scent. It is power in a bottle. It is so good. Keeps Naya says, I changed my mind. I'm wearing teriyaki Intense on Thanksgiving. Absolutely, girl. Wear it and own the room. Nobody will smell better than you. Everyone will notice you. In fact, you're right. This is the number one fragrance for women by Lattafa. This is the number one fragrance for women by Lattafa for fall. This is the number one Lattafa fragrance for fall. And this is not the intent of the video. The intent of this video is to talk about the top 10 Lattafa fragrances for women. But if I was to talk about a cold weather fragrance, fall centric, winter centric, a fragrance that will have you standing out, smelling better than everyone else, Teriyaki Intense is the one for you. This is it. Nothing else beats it. I love this scent so much, and this is what it looks like. Teriyaki Intense, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance by Lattafa. And that's what completes my list of fragrances by Lattafa. I shared with you 10 fragrances that I recommend to women every single time by Lattafa. These are fragrances that have been with me over the year, and there was no way I couldn't share this with you. I appreciate you so much. Now, before I go, another fragrance I recommend you getting, it's not in my top 10, but it's a no-brainer. If you do not have these two fragrances actually, then you're missing out. The two fragrances I recommend you get by Lattafa are I'm sorry, Camera. Camera is a classic. And if you're getting into the world of fragrances, then you have to get Camera. Like, this is a no-brainer. Everybody should have Camera. Look at the gorgeous bottle. Camera is not Angel Share. Camera is a fragrance that I think stands on its own, and it's beautiful. It's sweet, it's boozy, has some cinnamon. It's absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? Camera is the number one fragrance on Fragrantica. Like, in the list of all fragrances on Fragrantica, Camera is number one. So I would not recommend you something that is bad. So you need to, if you're getting on your Middle Eastern fragrance bag, please start with Camera. Camera is so good. The only difference is Camera is one that I feel is only good to wear in cold season, because if you wear it in the warm weather, it could be too much for you. But there are people who don't mind wearing it in the heat. But for me, I don't think it's one that I want to wear when it's hot, because it could be too much, because it's such a sweet, potent fragrance. So that's the one I will recommend to you. And the second I will recommend to you is the brand new um, Yara Elixir. Now, the reason that I did not put this on my list, even though it's my favorite Yara, there are lots of Yaras. This is my favorite Yara. The reason I didn't put it on the list is, like I shared previously, I want to have fragrances that I've experienced for a long period of time. Yara Elixir, I've had it for less than a month, and it would be inauthentic of me to recommend this as a top 10 when it's not something I've worn in other weather, like in the hot season and all that. So that's why it's not in my top 10. But this is a gorgeous fragrance for women. I recommend it in a heartbeat. It's a sweet strawberry s'mores as a fragrance. Strawberry s'mores. Can you imagine that? Think of that as wafers with marshmallow, melted marshmallow, and strawberry jam with some vanilla. Sweet, nutty, creamy, sugary deliciousness is Yara Elixir. It reminds me of Yambuji marshmallow, but then it moves away from that and becomes this fruity strawberry fragrance. I love it so much. So yeah, these are two fragrances I recommend you get as well by Lattafa. Absolutely gorgeous are the scents. And there we have it. My top 10 fragrances by Lattafa for women, perfect for year-round wear. If you missed the list, please watch my rerun of this live stream. I will be uploading it on YouTube. And I appreciate you so much for spending the time here with me. Thank you so much, Kips Nanya. Thank you. Appreciate you. And every single person who showed up for me. I got some, I can't believe I got Modern Stitch sent me some money here. This is so cool. I thank you. In awe. I thank you. I don't know. I think I got thrown off by that. I wasn't expecting it at all. But seriously, I appreciate you guys so much. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Like I shared before, YouTube is my safe space. I'm comfortable, making mistakes here, not being perfect here. And I trust that we're all a community that love on each other, can learn from each other. Now, if you have any questions for me, any at all, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram page. My Instagram is My Fragrance Trail, and you'll find me there. Say hi to me. You can say that you're from YouTube. You have questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And yeah, I'm starting off this live stream. I started yesterday, and I hope to be going live every day at 7 p.m. Pacific time, where I share with you my thoughts and comments on fragrances. Before I go, I have to ask you, which other Arabic perfume house would you like me to talk about? Let me know in the comments. Do you want me to talk about Swiss Arabian, Afnan? I have a wide collection of fragrances. I can pick any for you to, if you're interested in me talking about them. So let me know. I'm going to come up with a video content to talk about tomorrow. You know what? Tomorrow I want to talk about my favorite vanilla fragrances, Middle Eastern vanilla fragrances. How about that? So tomorrow I will be sharing my favorite Middle Eastern vanilla fragrances. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. So bear that in mind. Come back again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific time. I will be sharing with you my favorite Middle Eastern vanilla fragrances. Oh my goodness. And the day after that, I will be sharing with you the best Thanksgiving fragrances to wear. Oh, I already had this idea. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to share with you fragrances to wear for Thanksgiving on Thursday. So on Thursday, I will share with you. You know what? No, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? So tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to share with you affordable Melissan fragrances to wear for Thanksgiving to stand out, to smell better than any other person. I want you to be your best self when you're hanging out with your family, friends for your Thanksgiving dinner. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I will be sharing with you my favorite Melissan fragrances for you to wear on Thanksgiving that will have you smelling the best, confident, beautiful, sexy, and stunning to come back. And then on Thursday, I'll share with you my best Melissan vanilla fragrances. Hold me to it. If you don't hear from me, just know that I'm prepping up. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow, where I will share with you the best Melissa fragrances to wear for Thanksgiving. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you all for being here with me. You guys are the absolute best. I saw you, and yes, I will bring euros. There we go. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Yeah, we're going to do Thanksgiving tomorrow. Keep snoring here. Please share the love. Like this video after the live stream. Come back to the live stream, engage with it so that YouTube will know that we are part of a family, a growing family here on YouTube. We're starting a trend. We're talking about fragrances live. There are no retakes. It's all live here. You're seeing everything happening. And so that's what makes it exciting for me to be able to talk to you live while I recommend fragrances. So appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you all. Have a great one, everyone. Have a lovely night wherever you're watching from. And I'll see you tomorrow where I talk about my favorite Melissa fragrances for Thanksgiving. Until then, ciao. Mwah.